It was a mighty gorgeous sunset. It was truly a beautiful sight. All the friendly small housetops of Whoville glowing bright in the changing light. All the Whos who lived here in Whoville paused and smiled as the sun sank down and the purple shadow of Mount Crumpet crept across the farmlands beyond the town. It was a mighty peaceful sunset until old Josiah happened to sniff. And he whispered to his wife,
Mariah, will you also take a whiff?
And Josiah and Mariah double sniffed. And they said,
I wonder if...
But they really didn't wonder. They knew it was terribly true. They knew that the sour, sweet wind was coming back, and what the sour, sweet wind would do.
Inside, children.
I suggest we stay indoors tonight. I suggest we lock ourselves in tight. Tonight, you know, won't go quite right. You can tell by the smell of the wind. It sounds like another one's coming. Another Grinch night might commence. I wouldn't go out on a night like this for $1.50. Starts when that sour sweet wind begins a howlin'. Sour sweet wind across the tree stumps on the wrong side of Punker's Pond. Then that wind wakes up the Gree-Grumps from their sleep inside the tree stumps, and all the Gree-Grumps start a growlin'. And that growlin' and that howlin' runkles and grunkles up the pond. And that's why I'm suggesting to all you ladies, kids, and gents, I wouldn't go out on a night like this for $2.50. 'Cause when old Punker's Pond gets runkled by that howlin' and that growlin', that always disturbs the Hackencracks. And the Hackencracks start a yowlin'. And the yowlin' of the Hackencracks, plus that runklin', drunklin', howlin', growlin', always irritates the Grinch. And then that Grinch starts in a brawlin'. So I suggest we stay indoors tonight. Our problems are immense. I wouldn't go out on Grinch night for $6.60.
It's a wonderful night for eyebrows. Max? Oh, where is he? Max! It's a wonderful night for eyebrows. It's a wonderful night for teeth. It's a wonderful night for Grinch night. Their troubles will now commence. Oh, I wouldn't stay home on a night like this for $60.60. Max, go bring the paraphernalia wagon. While Max was obeying his master's command in the cave on Mount Crumpet's bleak peak, the sweet, sour wind swazzled over the land. And in the home of Josiah and his good wife, Mariah, they just stood there, and no one could speak. Until finally Euchariah said,
Grandpa Josiah?
And Grandpa Josiah said,
Yes, Euchariah?
and Euchariah said,
Grandpa, we've stood and we've stood, and stooding, just stooding, produces no good. The least we could do is find out without doubt whether or not the Grinch is coming out. And so I suggest we don't stood here like sticks. Call the Grinch Alarm Center. Dial area code 519006.
Excellent suggestion, Euchariah. Area code 519006. Line's busy. Very busy. Ah, here he is.
This is not a recording. This is me in person. Your Grinch Alarm Warden, Sergeant Samuel S. McPherson. It is my duty to inform you if conditions improve or if they worsen. I have infiltrated his territory, keeping sharp eyes upon this schnook. And I'm focusing my focusella to take still another look. Conditions are worsen.
Hurry up, Max. I'm raring to go. I'm gonna be the guest of honor, an exclusive Grinch Night Ball. Gonna be the only dancer in the Whoville Town Hall. I might enter the ball quite small, or I might go in quite tall. But I assure you nobody, but nobody, is gonna dance with me at all when I enter front and center at the exclusive Grinch Night Ball. Ha-ha! Ready? Giddy up, Maxie! Ha 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 ha!
Attention, attention all who's. This is Sergeant McPherson, and conditions, I'm afraid, are now worser than worsen.
How many times have I said and said? How many times have I said in my head, what am I doing here? Why am I the slave of this Grinchy old crock? And I say how I wish I could turn back the clock and have the fine future I had once before, and again be an innocent puppy once more.
In your puppy house, Betty, with sweet Auntie Woofy Woofoon, feeding you hominy grits with a big silver spoon?
What am I doing here? Doesn't matter much how, but my dear old Auntie Woofy, wouldn't I fear very much care for me now?
Blah!
As you can see by the lights flashing on the Zindex, that's the Zinheimer Disaster and Devastation Rate of Spread Calculating Index, I am recording the intensities and immensities of the Grinch's current antisocial activities. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, the Grinch is working up quite a score. And unless I am misreading, I think it's going to soar up even more.
You know something, Grandpa Josiah?
Do I know what, Euchariah?
You know, sir, this looks a lot better without my glasses.
You put your glasses back on and face the facts, Euchariah.
As the Grinch creaks ever closer to your little front yard gates, he's engaged in Grinchy practices that every who abominates. He defoliates, depreciates, deflating all the things he hates, and frequently expectorates. Oh, the X he activates, he castigates, he blastigates. And while all of Whoville sits and waits the fates that it anticipates, his wagon wheel obliterates and decimates and platinates 10,000 little flowers.
Missed one. Got it.
You know something, Grandpa Josiah?
Shh, Euchariah.
Oh my gosh, look what he's doing now. He's hunting down the Wuzzy Woozoo. The Woozoo at least should have immunity. He's the only one left in our community.
bush. I got brickles in my britches.
Phew, that was a mighty tight pinch, but the Wuzzy Woozoo has eluded the Grinch. He's safe inside a brickle bush.
You know something, Grandpa Josiah?
Do I know what, Euchariah?
I gotta go to the euphemism.
The euphemism? No one goes to the euphemism on a night like this.
But I gotta.
Euchariah, don't be long.
I suggest we stay indoors tonight. Our problems are immense. I wouldn't go out on a night like this for $66,600,000 and an extra 66 cents. He is wandering in the wind while the hack and cracks are yowling and the gree grumps are a-growling. He is wandering up Mount Crumpet in the sour, sweet Grinch night wind. No one comes home through the wind. No one comes home through the growling. He is lost amongst the yowling, lost forever in the darkness of the sour, sweet Grinch night wind.
Darn these brickles anyway. I'll be sore for a month.
Where is that euphemism? Huh? Oh, a woozoo. Oh, a doggy. Nice doggy. Poor lost doggy. I'm gonna take you home with me. If I ever find it again.
Brickleize me, will they? I'll brickleize the entire township. Who are you?
Euchariah who, sir?
You're a rather small who, aren't you?
Well, I do the best I can, sir. Are you really the Grinch?
Am I the Grinch?
Sorry, sir. I have a slight astigmatism, an optical condition in which parallel rays of light from an external source converge or diverge unequally in different meridians. You know, sir, I like you much better with my glasses off.
You put your glasses back on and face the facts. Am I the Grinch? I'll show him. Unka potty papa, unka potty unka lunka, ibsin troika, foldimaldo, pam tusk. Am I the Grinch? Out of my way, small who. I got bigger things to do than to waste my time with you on Grinch night. Achtung! Giddy up, Maxie! Next stop, Whoville! So with the sweet, sour wind still a-howlin', now the Grinch was really prowlin', and Euchariah watched him go a-clonkerin', skunkerin', skunk-a-punkerin' toward the helpless town below. And he thought about Josiah, Mariah, Obadiah, and Bathiah. He would have to save them somehow. He would have to save the town. He would simply somehow have to stop that Grinch from getting down. And suddenly Euchariah knew precisely what he had to do. Stall for time. What does the rather small Who want this time?
Will you please scare me some more, sir? I sort of like it.
Look, kid, I gave you the $2 treatment. You're not worth a first-class Grinching. Am I the Grinch?
Euchariah! Euchariah!
Where are you?
Okay, you asked for it. Quit fuddling with your glasses. Put those glasses on and get up here.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Come on. Closer, Euchariah. That's a nice little Who. Now closer. 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 And Euchariah, with a courage he had never known till then, Euchariah, who, with a courage beyond the courage of most men, with the sour, sweet wind a-howlin', stood before the gruesome Grinch and said,
To your words, bring on your spooks. Shoot the works, I will not flinch.
Oh?
Grinch is gonna get ya. Listen, Bill, fa-la. Yeah. Euchariah, Euchariah, Grinch is gonna get ya. 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 Listen, Bill, fa-la. He's gonna get ya. Listen, Bill, fa-la.
Enjoying yourself? Take a little walk.
No, I wouldn't step here. And I wouldn't step there. I would only step round with the greatest of care. And it's hopeless to try to escape through the air. It's prime time to Seuss. We are every which way. Oh, you can't turn your back. And you can't turn your face. Without meaning some member of the unhuman race. We're a grisly, ghastly disgrace. Yes, it's prime time for Seuss. We're all over the place.
Enjoying yourself? Take a spook's tour.
Grinch?
What?
Well, sir, as I knew it would, sir, the sour sweet wind is dying down. No wind ever blows forever.
So what?
Well, sir, according to all available statistics, when the sour sweet wind stops howling, that always stops the gree-grumps growling.
Yeah, I know.
And when the gree-grumps stop their growling, Punker's Pond stops runkling grunkling. And when Punker's Pond stops runkling grunkling, that always stops the Hackencracks from yelling. And when the Hackencracks stop yelling, you know what that stops. That always stops the Grinch from prowling.
Well, I'll be Grinched.
Well, I'll be Grinched.
Come on, Max. Come on, Max. Turn this wagon around.
Attention all Who's. This is Sergeant McPherson reporting to you once more in person. And I can report that I never had thought that I'd ever report a report of this sort.
I'm sure gonna miss that Grinch night ball. But that wind will be coming back someday. I'll be coming back someday.
Look, Mariah, there's Euchariah.
What an unusual way to come back from the euphemism.
The nasty old sour sweet wind has blown away. All the green-grump growling's growled itself away. Gone is the Grinch up the mountain far away. Hey, gone is the Grinch, that Grinch has gone away. Sing hallelujah, wind has blown away. Sing hallelujah, sing tra-la-boolie. Sing hoo-da-da-doolie, up the mountain far away. Sing hallelujah, Grinch has gone away.
The Hoober Bloob Highway, in case you don't know, starts way up above and ends way down below. It starts far beyond where the astronauts go, and far, far beyond where the Groo-Grusters grow. The Hoober Bloob Highway gets steeper than steep, where the mini-moons sleep and the blue creepers bleep. Then far, far above, if you see what I mean, far above the beneath and betwixt the between, that's where Hoober Bloob works at the job that he's got. I'm really not sure if he likes it or not.
Shoo, shoo, off, off, off. Away with you. Kindly shove off. You're about to use the runway. Go on, vamoose.
I, of course, am Mr. Hoober Bloob, the dispatcher. Please. This is the place we dispatch them from. Down there is the place we dispatch them to. And this is how we go about it. adjust the cadipulator. First, the carriage. Then the occupant.
Please.
I hope you're quite comfortable. Now, we don't send them down unprepared like we used to. In these modern days, we brief them scientifically.
The big telescope, please. The big telescope, please.
Now, before we ship you down to Earth in your very special cart, we're going to be quite honest, and you'll listen if you're smart. I hope you can see clearly. A hole, please. There are so many places to send you that it's really only fair to give you some idea as to what goes on down there. And wherever you go, I want you to know that you're going to find some problems. For example,
You might live in this lovely palace in Bajanajistan, and you might think that that would make you a very lucky little man.
but, very frankly, the attic is simply infested with tigers.
On the other hand, though, you could very, very possibly go to a most attractive smallish town called Norton in the Skrinzabo. Here the snow is crisp and clear. There are no tigers here to fear. But I'm sorry to inform you that you'd have to learn how to milk a walrus. And suppose you were sent to the town of Gazer, where the beautiful sidewalks go every which where, and you live in this happy home high in the air, with your bedroom up here and your bathroom up there. And that's the way it is, bub. You're apt to get stuck. And the place that you live in is quite frankly a matter of luck.
The hometown selection contraption, please. Wherever the Flooble Dooble stops, that's the place you'll go to.
We are delighted to be able to announce that this fortunate little fella has won the jackpot and the privilege of living in the town of West Wachacatella.
Congratulations.
Please.
As I said, congratulations. This is the future viewing contraption. Now, before we actually send you down, we must show you what is going to happen to you down there in that town. And, Bub, if you don't like it, if you have the slightest doubt, and you don't want to go, just tell us so, and your trip will be canceled out. It's a deal? Roll the reel.
This is your life in West Watchacatella.
You've got your work cut out, young fellow, inasmuch as you've got to learn to do things such as put on your socks. Now your shirt. Now your breeches. No scratching, no matter how it itches. Keep your fingers occupied with more important things. Scrub out the bathtub. Never leave rings. Learn to use your toothbrush. Learn to use your hairbrush. Learn to use your shoe brush. Tie a knot, what a knot. Take a look at what you've got. Answer the doorbell. Hang up your pajamas. Turn the television off. Turn the frizzolator on. Answer the doorbell. Socks. Shirt. Itches. Britches. Toothbrush. Hairbrush. Carry out the garbage can. Such an awkward little man.
I warned you, Bub. Things move pretty fast down there. And also, sometimes things move very slowly.
And you'll be there among the daisies beneath a beneficent bright blue sky. And you'll lie there so lazy, happy, hazy, doing nothing but watching the snails race by.
And here they come past the half-mile post. It's Creeping Katie in the lead, a nose ahead of Soggy Toast. And way back along the rail, what's the name of that there snail? Why, it's Leaping Luella, showing unexpected strength. It's Leaping Luella by 10 long lengths. Are you sure you're quite comfortable? Well, then, we will take up where your mother left off. If equilateral triangles meet with quadrilateral rhomboids, causing mathematical adenoids, I give you this little problem, Bub.
Can you postulate, rectangulate, the conical coordinate of the parametric, heptatetric, rhomborebic, globothrebic, isoloidal, cosmic weight of the non-recurring distillate of the paranoidal dip?
And that's just the beginning, Bub, beginning, Bub, beginning, Bub. Your head will really start spinning, Bub, when you take up theology. Biology, geology, theology, moonology, psychology, ideology, chronology, prunology, pharmacology, splatology, thisology, thatology, and jumpin' jolly, oh my golly gee! Oh, the things you have to know.
The things you gotta know. The things you gotta know. History, history, you have to know your history. You'll have to know those dusty, musty gents. Emperors, kings, and presidents. You'll have to remember which one is who, and remember his birthday and the size of his shoe.
Remember Sir Oliver Oglethorpe? And dear old Ching Chong Chos?
And
Which queen of Crumlin had a wart on the end of her nose?
Who's that geezer? Julius Caesar?
Looks to me like Ebenezer.
No, that there is Ebenezer. This is Sir Frederick von Plump Pleaser.
And this is Sir Alfred Fluther, Hilary Billary Blurn.
Oh my gracious goodness, but the things you've gotta learn. You'll have to know why do cows chew their cuds, and why are fiddle disters always blowing suds. You'll have to learn the smell of the pipulated pinkweed, how it differs from the smell of the stipulated stinkweed. How tall are the pyramids? How deep is the river Nile? And how many teeth did a crocodile smile? And how many bones is a diplodocus? And how many bones is a Rhynchodeacopodulatifficus?
Will he want to go down there? How do you bet? Have you come to any decision as yet? You'd like to see a little more, maybe? Huh? I know the way you feel, bub. But cheer up, we made a deal, bub. You don't have to be a human, not at all, not at all. I agree with you, bub. It's a rough decision to make. Maybe you don't want to go down to Earth as a child. You have innumerable choices. There are unlimited possibilities. Just tell me what you wish you were, bub. Tell me the shape that you prefer, bub. It's no trouble to make you what you want. No trouble, bub, at all. Something like him. Or her. Or those. Or them. Or a tizzle-top tufted Salubrian snipe. You can be one of them if you care for that type. However, on the other hand, though, here's the way you conceivably might like to go. This is our latest two-tone model of the always popular six-footed bottle. Still, on the other hand, though, there's the hammika, schlippika, schloppika, schlo. On the other hand, though, if you think that's too slow, there are more ways to go. You can be anything, bub, don't you know?
But on the other hand, other hand, still another and another and another hand, still another and another and another hand, on the other and the other and another hand, on the other hand, other hand, on the other hand, though.
Tough, isn't it? Making up your mind. You still considering maybe going to Earth as a human? Then let's take another look at what would happen if you went there. It won't be all bad. Some nice things happen down there.
It's fun to be a human when the sun is shining bright. It's fun to be a human when the fish begin to bite. It's fun to be a human when you're zipping and you're zooming, and slurping also makes it fun. Fun to be a human. And slurping also makes it fun. Fun to be a human.
I regret to have to inform you that human beings are apt to get sick.
It's good to be a human when the trees are getting green. It's fun to be a breathing when the air is fresh and clean. It's fun to be a human when sweet daffodils are blooming. F-U-N, fun, fun to be a human.
I regret to have to inform you, you will lose an occasional tooth.
It's fun to be a human when you're showing off your dive. And when you're on vacation, it's so great to be alive.
I also regret to have to inform you, your vacation has just ended. You have now reached a point in your education when it's time to think about your future. What do you want to be when you grow up? A soldier? A sailor? A politician? A tailor? Maybe you're cut out to be a musician. Let's see if you have any talent. Maybe you ought to try the piano.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and...
Good heavens, you're impossible. Let's see if he has any mechanical ability.
What do you do when a schnorkin goes slump and its front part starts sagging and so does its rump and it falls apart with a ghastly gazump? What do you do when the schnorkin goes slump?
It's really quite simple to put it together. The gicular schnurkel fits into the gourd. The throndimbulacket fits into the sprocket. And the scrotular glocket fits into the schnur. And now you pick up the sprungated what's this? Releasing the pressurized. What have we got, sis?
Well, maybe you're not mechanically inclined. How would you like to be a famous Tweedlebeetle statistician? You could be the world's greatest authority on Tweedlebeetle ballistics if you study Tweedlebeetles and their ballistic characteristics.
Now, when Tweedlebeetles fight, it's called a Tweedlebeetle battle. And when they battle in a puddle, it's a Tweedlebeetle puddle battle. And when Tweedlebeetles battle with paddles in a puddle, they call it a Tweedlebeetle puddle paddle battle. And when beetles battle beetles in a puddle paddle battle, and the beetle battles puddle is a puddle in a bottle, they call this a Tweedlebeetle bottle puddle paddle battle muddle. And when beetles fight these battles in a bottle with their paddles, and the bottles on a poodle, and the poodles eat noodles, they call this a muddle puddle tweedle poodle beetle noodle bottle paddle battle. And...
Stop it! Stop it! I can't stand it! That world is a vastly cruddy, bloody bore. You're much too nice a fella. I'm not going to send you there. Now what are you trying to say? I guess you're right. I sort of broke a rule. I am supposed to be neutral. My apologies, Bub. But I must perform the job for which I'm paid. You'll just have to see the rest of the picture, I'm afraid.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We've got a pretty hopeless case here.
Maybe it would help if we ask him a few very simple questions.
A few simple questions, just check them as they go. All you have to do, young man, is answer yes or no.
Do you believe in hydroponics?
Answer yes or no.
Are you any good at microgonics?
Answer yes or no.
Are you religious?
Do you ever stumble?
Do you have bad dreams?
Does your belly ever rumble?
If you hope to win, keep up your chin and answer yes or no.
Has your old man paid his income tax?
Oh, you are so slow.
Would you marry a quiffer-quacks?
Answer yes or no.
Do your feet get sore?
Does your uncle snore?
How do you feel about going to war?
If you want to succeed,
Speed up your speed and answer yes or no. Are you, will you, won't you answer yes or no? Will you, won't you, do you, don't you answer yes or no? Are you, will you, won't you answer yes or no? Will you, won't you, do you, don't you answer yes or no?
And millions more questions you'll have to try to answer in the biggest question mark factory in the universe. Well, that's the situation downstairs on the Earth. And it's time for you to vote, Bub. Do you or don't you want to go there? Answer yes or no. Come on, cooperate. You're holding up the entire production line. Do you or don't you? Do you or don't you want to go there? He votes in the affirmative. Look out below! Here comes a good one!
Good luck, Bub, to you, Bub, as you skittle down the skyway.